Hi guys, welcome back to the Manifested Tarot. This is going to be a reading for water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. The timestamps will be in the description below or the comments down bottom. Be pinned at the top. What do we have for Pisces? Candlestick, Scorpio, what do we have for Scorpio? Professor Plum and Cancer. Let's try that again. Cancer. Dr. Orchid. Okay, like I said, timestamps will be in the description or comments pinned to the top. We're going to start with Pisces. Here, I'm going to put these here. Okay, Pisces, what do we have for September coming up for you? Don't forget to check your sun, moon, and rising, as well as we have pick a cards if you're interested. On pick a cards, you pick the card that your eye sees first, and that's your pile, because our eyes have our own intuition. You got soothing mind and spirit. So something stressing you out will be calmed down a bit in September. It's like chaos had to happen for you to find your way to calm, because we have like a bit of an explosion here. But we have a beautiful, I forgot what it's called, that flower that opens up, that has to, that deals with yoga, but I forgot the name. If you know the name, please comment down below for Pisces, other Pisces. We also have the spotlight. So this is about, with the candlestick, you couldn't find a solution to something because this candlestick is not lit. You couldn't see a solution, you couldn't see the way, a path. You couldn't see something clearly, but in September a spotlight will be shown on it to where you'll be able to get more clarity on the situation. Try that again. What do we have for September for Pisces spirit? Identify areas of the body that feel tense or tight. So this is, like I said, something has been stressing you out, and you're gaining some clarity on it in September. You have embrace. See what that's about. I'm using my I have a clue game and a Monopoly game I've been using for September readings. They've been just a lot of fun, and I might use them in October as well. I haven't decided unless I find a more October worthy deck. Trade any one property with your opponent. So we're switching something here, changing something. Let's get more clarity on this. What do we have for Pisces in September, Spirit? What do we have for Pisces in September? Okay, so first we have the King of Swords. I feel like you're going to be identifying something that has really been weighing you down, darkening your heart. It's like something's been really pushing your buttons, stressing you out. And it's getting closer to identifying what it is that's really bothering you. And we also had a flipper. We have the Devil card. that is that negative energy that has been weighing you down. But you're like I said, you're getting clarity on what this really, this is Nine of Swords, fears, insomnia, nightmares, staying up at night, stressing about things, being in our head, not having clarity. I feel like this is what you've been dealing with. What do we have for the King of Swords? Movement. Like I said, this is identifying the area. There's going to be a shift in your thinking. You're not going to be, it's going to be kind of like feeling like you don't have the power, you don't see the way, you don't have the clarity, to suddenly feel like you stepped into your power. You see the clarity, you see the way, you see the potential, you see your options. What do we have for the Devil? We have desire. So maybe it's something that your heart wants. It's connected to something your heart wants. What is a Nine of Swords? Frustration. And you're frustrated that it's like your heart wants something, but it's not either coming to fruition, or maybe things just aren't happening in the way that you hoped or expected. If you hear crying, my dog's crying for some reason. It's okay, baby. I think he wants something he's not supposed to have right now, which might be your reading. He's wanting a T-R-E-A-T, and he's got some health issues where he can't have as many right now from the doctor. So that might be, you're kind of wanting something that might not be good for you. It's like your heart wants it, yes, but it might not be good for you ultimately. And maybe Spirit's protecting you. And maybe that's something that you'll kind of gain clarity on in September, is that this thing maybe wasn't as good as you thought it was. What is the positives in this, Spirit? What's the positive change that's coming? Temperance. You're going to be feeling better about it. You're going to be feeling more balance, more clarity, like I said. Things are not going to be feeling so chaotic. More focus. The bad is the Four of Pentacles. It's going to be hard to let this go. Very hard to let this go. The Four of Pentacles is holding on to something that we deem valuable when it may not be. What is the Temperance card? Growth. Like I said, you're going to be moving into a more balanced energy, a more clear energy, more clarity energy. And it's not going to be so much stress on you once you gain this clarity. It's gonna give you a power back, because you're gonna see a path better. What is the Four of Pentacles? Disruption. Holding on to this is just gonna disrupt your progress. What advice do you have, Spirit? The sooner you let this go, the better. The quicker you'll feel better. What advice do you have for Pisces, Spirit? It's like, embrace what Spirit's trying to show you here. But yes, maybe your heart wants it, maybe you desire it, but maybe it's not time, or maybe for some reason, Spirit's saying that this isn't it yet, or this isn't it right now. There's something you don't see. It's like, yes, your heart wants it. Yes, you're right about that, for going after what your heart wants. We should all do that, but there's something here you don't see that is an illusion here on you. You don't see that if you get this now, it wouldn't benefit you. It would not. What advice do you have for Pisces, Spirit? I know I wouldn't, because the Devil's here. No advice? What does this pertain, Spirit? What is this situation? Eight of Wands. Stagnation. Something's not moving in the way you like. Something's not progressing forward in the way you were expecting or hoping. What is the Eight of Wands? like maybe you've been putting a lot of effort but not receiving some kind of effort back, energy back. Trust. You need to trust that things will shift on their own and that you don't have to force it. You have to trust that letting this go for now will lead you in the right direction, wherever that takes you. Okay, that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope that helps. Please check your sun, moon, and rising, as this will give you more helpful tips and advice on how to handle this situation and maybe other things that could be stressing you out as well. Okay, thank you so much. Hi, Scorpio. You got Professor Plum. We're seeing what's going to be coming in for you in September. Rising inner strength. What do we have for Scorpio in September? Letting go of judgments. You're going to gather the strength to let go of something in September. What do we have for the Perfume Queen and the Strong Woman? A lot about strength. A lot about gathering your strength in September. A lot about stepping into our power. Be loved. That works. There we go. Triple the rent, double the rent. Maybe doubling our efforts here, tripling our efforts. Having the strength to make more effort than in the past. Let's see here. What do we have for September for Scorpio? Having the strength to make a decision. The Lovers. You're needing to gather a lot of strength here to make some decision. We have the King of Pentacles and the Tower to make some kind of change, potentially some action to change some situation. It's going to be hard, but you're going to be able to gather the strength to make this decision and make this needed change for you. What do we have for the Lovers? We have rejection and rest. So it's a decision that maybe you have stalled for a bit. Could be a decision based on rejection you feel, or a lack of change. But we have a King of Pentacles. It's almost like you're gathering the strength to reject someone or something from your life. King of Pentacles, we have illumination. And it's like you suddenly realize you have the power to get this out of your life, to make this decision for yourself, to choose yourself. What do we have for the Tower? It's like a positive change that is hard for you, but we have death for transformation with the Tower. Very fitting. So what's the positives from the Spirit? What's the positives in this Spirit for Scorpio? You're making power moves in September. You're making the moves. We have the 10 of Swords and we have the 7 of Wands. The positives is you're putting up your boundaries and you're done with something. What's the Ten of Swords? You're like, you know what? I'm done with the situation. I'm done with how it's making me feel. This is the new boundary. This is how it's going to be now. It's like you're stepping into your power and be like, you know what? I'm taking charge. Because this isn't moving without me taking charge. You have balance. You're going to be able to restore your energy, your comfort. It's like you're feeling uncomfortable because energy hasn't been restored yet. But by you stepping into your power, having the strength to make some decision to either reject someone or something, it's restoring your balance. What's the negatives here, Spirit? The negatives is the Five of Swords and the Three of Cups. The negatives is you're almost gonna self-sabotage it. You have an opportunity, you have a chance, a potential of self-sabotaging it, because maybe you're gonna be invited. It's like maybe you're trying to push someone away, but they invite you somewhere where they offer their love again, and that's almost like you doubting your decision of stepping in your power. It's like you choose to step in your power, but then something makes you doubt that was the right choice. You're like, it's like you're rejecting someone because maybe they haven't been putting the effort forward that you would like, so you're putting a boundary and being like, okay, I'm done. But then as soon as you're done, they're like knocking on your door, and you're like, and then you doubt, should I be done? Here they are. I've been waiting for this. Now they're here. What do I do? And this is going to be very unexpected for you because you were pretty confident in your decision over here to step in your power, but then it's like, oh, now I'm doubting it again. I was so confident, feeling so good. What happened? Angry. Whatever this is really upsetting you. Where is this anger coming from, Spirit? You're pretty upset about the situation. It's like you're upset that it's like you're downing it, and it's like you're upset at the doubt because you're like, I was so freaking sure, and now you're upset because now you're not sure. It's like you were there, and now you're not sure if you were there. Where's this anger coming from, Spirit? I'm saying shuffle. An element of surprise could be where the anger is coming from. Where's the anger coming from, Spirit? Because you were moving forward. You were feeling good again. And here it freaking is back. This doubt, this person trying to pull you back in almost. What's the Six of Swords? It's like every time you try to walk away, they double or triple their efforts. And you're like, here. Yeah, that's what I was feeling. You took a leap of faith, and you were like, you know what, I'm done with this, I'm moving forward, and now you're so upset because now here they are offering it again, and you're doubting that. And that's just the only thing, is, was that the right decision? What's your advice, Spirit? Knight of Pentacles. We have the King of Cups in reverse. Almost like, don't listen to your intuition. That's been the theme of September. It's like everyone's intuition is being tested. the King of Cups in reverse. Maybe be a little bit more logical about this instead of listening to your heart, because maybe your heart's lying to you, which our heart never lies to us. I mean, we love what we love, but in this situation, it's like maybe there's more of the story, kind of like in Pisces. Maybe it's just not time. Space, yeah. You might need to take some, when this anger comes up, maybe take a second to figure out what is best for you and your heart and your desires, and ask yourself, am I trying to bring something with me that doesn't belong, or that would potentially mess things up for me in the future, in the long run? It's taking the space is taking a step back from your heart and thinking a little bit more about it and being like, okay, what is the situation happening right now, really? What is really going on? I obviously want this, but what's really going on here? And that will help you gain the clarity. It's almost like your heart's saying, I want this, so you're putting all this effort in, and maybe the effort's not coming back, and that's why you make the choice to decide, okay, I'm done with this, here's my boundary, I'm done, I'm moving forward, I'm moving on from this, and then this person comes back, and you're like, crap, but this is what I love, this is what I wanted all along, now what do I do? And Spirit's saying, maybe think more logically and be like, why are they back? Are they ready to come back? And because you deserve them to come back when they're ready to come back, and when they're in a state of clarity, full clarity, and that they're not just going to hurt you again. Maybe they're just not ready. Maybe, I feel like this situation you're dealing with, whatever it may be, it's like, it's almost like it teases you. Like, oh, I'm ready. Oh, I'm not. Oh, I'm ready. Oh, I'm not. But when they're ready, it's gonna flow better than it is now. But they're not ready. It's like they gain clarity and they lose clarity. But you are connected to your clarity here. You're fully like connected to your heart, but they're not, and that's the problem. Is why movement isn't happening. So maybe just focusing on yourself for a bit. Maybe they'll figure it out, maybe they won't. But the thing is, they have free will. If it is someone else, I feel like it might be. But if it is like a job situation, which it could be because we have Pentacles here, maybe give it more time. Maybe it's just not the time for you yet in this situation. And in September, it's like you gain your strength and put your boundary up, and you let go of the stress of it, and you're like, you know what, if it's meant to be, it'll happen, and it'll flow better than this. So it's like tabling it for now, and putting yourself first for once, and saying, if this is really connected to my heart and really aligned with my higher self, my higher purpose, it will align, and it will feel good when it does it. It won't cause this anger. Maybe you have to learn a lesson before this can work. Ah, Ace of Pentacles. It's something new coming in. So maybe you just don't see that something new is coming in. What's the Ace of Pentacles? You're manifesting something new coming in. Something different than this. What do they have to do to get that Ace of Pentacles, Spirit? It's like this is holding you back from the Ace of Pentacles. Your manifestation. If you've been trying to manifest new money coming in, new job, this is holding you back because it's energetically tying you down. What do we have for the Ace of Pentacles? It's like you're trying to manifest something here and this is blocking it. The Ten of Wands. You gotta let go of this burden, this heaviness, feeling like you're burning yourself out with this. And that's not manifestation anxiety. You're anxious. It's causing so much anxiety, so much burdens on you, stressing you out, it's weighing you down, and it's not allowing this manifestation to come in, because it looks like your manifestation's here at your door, and you're not ready to open it because you're too busy focusing on what's happening out your window. There's chaos out the window, and you're too busy watching it. You don't even hear the doorbell ring. That's kind of what I'm picking up. So maybe table this other situation for now. Focus on yourself. Get this manifestation. Maybe we can revisit the other thing later. But right now, it's not working. Maybe the lesson first is just you have to choose yourself first before this can flow. And if it doesn't flow, it doesn't flow. Maybe that person's not ready yet because they have free will. Or this other thing has its own energy. Maybe it's not ready. So what I have for you, Scorpio, it looks like it's going to be a little bit difficult, but it looks like you have a lot of strength coming in to help you with this. So lean on that strength. Lean on that inner power. Don't let this situation anger you or frustrate you or get you back in fear, because this situation's stopping you from this opportunity coming in. Okay? That's what I have for you, Scorpio. Hi, Cancer. We have Dr. Orchid for you. Let's see what we have for you coming in September. Hope you're doing good. It's quite the summer, isn't it? It was quite the August. Pretty heavy August. We have safe shelter. What do we have for September, Spirit, for Cancer? Living in the moment and tapping into your inner child. Nice. What do we have for Cancer, Spirit? The Perfume Queen. Scorpio had that. If you have any Scorpio placements, maybe check that one out too. What do we have for Cancer and September? I almost called you Pisces. Whoa, that came out. We have Air Force. Cancer in September. Give your opponent 100 Monopoly for the birthday. Double the rent. Okay. All right. What do we got for Cancer for September? September's gonna be all about change for everyone. We have, as I said that, we have the Death card. Transformation. Change. You're transforming in September, Cancer. I feel like you're gonna be tapping more into fun. Living in the moment and tapping into your inner child. That's just being spontaneous. That's just having fun. That's the Fool card energy. That's just, you know, that's just being present. It's being grounded. It's just having a good old time. Feeling safe and secure. Yeah, the High Priestess. This is, so far, 2 major arcanas. That's big energy. Big transformation. Maybe even spiritually for you. And you have the 2 of Pentacles and the King of Swords. The Empress. And the Sun card. That's success. Okay, this is good. Good energy. Very good energy. The only thing I see is you balancing or juggling 2 things. And that's taking care of yourself it also, something with your mental space, something with either anxieties or overthinking, juggling between an aspect of action and reflection, balancing between, but you have success here, so I'm not worried about you at all. But I feel like in September there may be some moments where you do have the opportunity to live in the moment, tap into your inner child, and there are other times where maybe your mental space prevents you from accepting the opportunity to tap into your inner child and live in the moment and feel secure. It's like juggling between those two energies, which is good because I mean it's not good, but it is good because it's moving you. It's teaching you how to balance and when to live in the moment and when to. It's like almost like you're trying to have fun, but maybe anxieties are getting to you, or you're overthinking might be getting to you while you're trying to be present in the moment. And I feel like September for you is about learning how to push past through that and just living in the moment and not letting those insecurities or overthinking, doubts, that, those negative thoughts creep into those moments that you're supposed to be having fun. It's like you're learning how to balance that. What do we have for the Death card, Spirit? But I see you doing it because you have the Sun card. You're definitely making progress. That's for sure in September. I see you wobbling back and forth. I see you one day being dang good at it, and then the next day maybe struggling a bit. And that's okay because it's going to take time, that kind of thing. When we're learning to do that, to balance ourselves out in our action and reflective energies, that's going to happen. We're going to have moments of seeping back into the overthinking, but it takes time and practice. And I feel like September is a whole big practice ground for you. Space. For your transformation card, you have space. Taking some time out for yourself. And allowing this transformation to happen also. Don't, it's an aspect of not letting yourself stress yourself out and be like, I have to balance this out. I have to figure out how to handle these energies better. Don't stress yourself out. It's going to take as long as it takes. For the High Priestess, you have cleanse. So it's about healing. Reflecting on when you need to heal things. Maybe you're trying to be in the moment and maybe memories are coming up that you need to heal. It's surrender, and you're going to be surrendering to the fact that this is a process, and this is something you're going to have to work through to learn how to balance. What do we have for the King of Swords? We have sweetness. Whenever you think or overthinking, be kind to yourself. Be nice to yourself about it. Be like, oh, I caught myself thinking about the past again, about how in 4th grade Susie got mad at me because of this. And just being like, why am I still hung up on that? Reflect on that in a nice way. Okay, we have creativity. You might have to take some time out and do something that you enjoy. Something that reminds you of being a kid again. Something you enjoyed as a kid. That might help with this. Diving more into your inner child. Your childlike, living in the moment, fun. When we're a kid, we're just in the moment. We're just having fun. We're just living our life and having a good time. Diving more into that in September. What do we have for the Sun card? Oh, the wrong deck. What do we have for the Sun card? like in September, you're going to be working on your stability a lot. Disruption. Yeah, you're going to figure out what it is that's disrupting your happiness here, your flow. What's the positives, Spirit, for September? You're not going to be feeling so trapped anymore. You're going to be feeling more safe and secure in September. What positives do we have for the Two of Swords? You're going to be gaining clarity on what decisions are better for you. What's better for you. You're going to be gaining clarity on what's better for you. On what's good for you, I mean. What's the Two of Swords? Balance. Like I said, you're going to be gaining more clarity on balancing, on what areas of your life need balance. And what's the negatives? A lot of clarity coming in. That's great. A lot of clarity, a lot of fun, a lot of healing, a lot of learning, a lot of groundedness. The hard part is maybe feeling unsupported through this change. What is the Nine of Pentacles? Almost like you have to do this on your own. What is the Nine of Pentacles? It's like your transformation. And what is the Four of Wands? So you're unsure if you can do this on your own? Peace. Yeah. Ghost. This change is going to be hard, and maybe you're nervous about making this change. Well, one, you're nervous that you're not sure if you can do this on your own. Two, you're not sure if this shift will lead you towards peace. But there's an element of feeling alone, or feeling like you're doing this by yourself, or you're scared that it's going to lead you to being alone. What kind of advice do you have, Spirit? Maybe that's what's difficult about this decision, this clarity on this decision, is that you're scared to be alone, or feel alone, or isolated, or you're not sure if you have the support system to carry you through this, maybe. You're not sure if you can do it on your own. This change feels difficult. What advice do you have for... Oh, thank you. The Spirit's saying don't hold on so much to the fears and to the things that's keeping you up at night. Don't hold on so much to it. The things that you're worried about, don't hold on too much of it. Don't give too much value to it, because it's just your overthinking here. Remember, we had the King of Swords. What's the Nine of Wands here? Yeah. Don't hold on to the idea that you feel like you're doing this alone, or you're scared that you'll end up being lonely. You're feeling like there's no one, no support, no one there for you. Don't hold on to that, because it's trapping you. It's making you up, keeping you up at night. It's stressing you out. It's overtaking your mental space, your energy. What do we have for the King of Pentacles? And it might be affecting your job. Yeah. Reflect on what actions you need to be taking, because there's some action that needs to be taken here. What action do they need to take? The action could be to rest. Choosing to rest. What's here? Or put something to rest. What's the Four of Swords? putting the action could be taking action towards putting your mind at rest. That's the Four of Swords. That's the Four of Swords. Yeah. And what's this abundance? If maybe go on a vacation, even. Ah. Conflict. Conflict of money, perhaps? Maybe you're worried about taking a break and you're worried about money. There's fear of conflict. Fear of conflict. Fear of conflict with money. Fear of conflict that it's like you can't rest because you're worried about something. But Spirit's saying you need to put those fears, you need to put the fear of conflict at rest. Because it's not providing you anything that you think it is. It's not protecting you. If anything, it's taking away from your sense of security and safety. Okay? That is what I have for you, Cancer. I hope this helps you, okay? Thank you so much for being here.